Hi, I'm D. I review rums, and this is 1833. What's going on, people? So finally catching up to the right date in the advent calendar. We're doing days 17 and 18 today, which means from tomorrow onwards, as long as I don't slack off again, I'm just doing single reviews, no longer double reviews, so that's good. For those who have not been watching the advent calendar updates, I am not doing proper reviews like in my usual way. I'm just doing quick tastes, yay, nay, sort of in terms of the rums, only because they're not big enough samples to give a proper review, and there's definitely no lime time in these ones. So quick reviews, give a quick, honest, instant feedback of what I'm thinking. So 17 is here. Nightmare. So 17 and 18. And at the end, I'll give it, when I finish all, I'll give my honest opinion in terms of if I think stuff like this is good value for money as well, actually. So 17 is that Boutiquey Rum Company Signature Blend number 2. And day 18 is Appleton Estate 21-year-old rum. Cool. All right, so there's been quite a few of these Boutiquey Rum Company rums in this advent calendar. I think this is like the 4th one, top of my head. I've got a few of these. And if I remember, what is it? I don't think they've been that nice. I don't think any of them have been particularly nice. Right, but this is a signature blend number 2. It's not giving me a lot of confidence in this, in the aroma. But chin chin. That tastes like something's not quite fresh. You know when you've had something, you know when you, when you go to the fridge and bit it into something, you're like, oh, that doesn't taste quite fresh. It tastes a bit off. That's what, it's giving me a bit of that vibe. In saying that though, it's not the worst rum we've had in this advent calendar this year. It's just basically a funny sort of sour sort of aftertaste. It's pretty smooth. It's got a really funny, tangy, sour. Yeah, it's not the greatest, but it's not. It's like I've had some disgusting ones. It hasn't given me that visual, that body jerk that I've had in some of the rums we've had in this advent calendar. I wouldn't say I'd drink it again though. This is the Appleton Estate 21-year-old rum. Smells okay. Smells okay. Smells a bit sugary. Yeah, you can smell the sugar in this. Or sugars in this. So this is a warmer profile in terms of how it tastes in the mouth. Yeah, warmer, a bit more. Maybe a little bit of chocolatey, maybe some bitter dark chocolate in there. It's not a winter warmer, but it's a little bit dry. Yeah, I'm getting like a dark chocolate sort of vibe from this. It's okay rum. I mean, I think it would benefit from a slice of lime, but also that it's that bitterness that I always talk about when you have those when you have those older rums, and that's why I generally sort of navigate from rums that are over 20 years old. I think late teens are the sweet spot. You get some good 20-year-olds, but anything over 20 years really starts to get really bitter. I think they do add some complex flavors when they're older, and they're good to blend with to make a younger profile blended rum. But as a straight 20-year-old rum, no. If the average age of the rum is 21 years old, then that could be different as well. So, it's going to be a bit of a rant. So I actually didn't mean to do this, but as I start talking about it. So when you have the age of rums, the age of rum is either it's been aged 21 years and that's it, it's 21, it's a 20 or X years old rum. Or what happens is that they blend rums together and the average age is X years old. So what happened is when they blend it, you have barrels in a warehouse, and you'll have a master blender, and you'll have some of this 5-year-old, and some of this 20-year-old, have someone this 80-year-old, this 100-year-old, and they blend it, and then the average age is a number, and then that's the number they say the age of the rum is. So you need to be careful of that, because when you see an age on a rum, it's not always it's that old. It could be that it's been blended, and the average age of the rum is that. When it's blended, you tend to have a better profile, so there's little bits of different types of rum, different ages of rums, and they mix together to make a nice rum. You don't get any of the bitterness you may get from a straight X-year-old rum. So that's a little bit of a explanation of how rum aging works. I'm not sure if it works in the same way in whiskey, probably not, but that's how it works here. So tomorrow we're doing day 19. I'll see you then.